Hello YouTube, Justin Hombach here back again, and today I want to show you this little legato lick I've just played, which really helped me out to develop my legato technique. Let's go! Okay, first let us break down this lick really slow, piece by piece, and after that I will show you some useful advice, some useful tips which in my honest opinion are important to develop a good and fluid legato technique. Because legato playing always seems to be my weakest technique. I feel like I have a bit more control when I pick every note, and I come more from that Paul Gilbert school or Petrucci style, and also love that sound of picking. But I also really love the sound of legato playing, and I love those players like Holdsworth, Brett Garsett, Daryl Gable, or from the new generation Tom Quayle or Luca Montavonelli. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, so I created in the last few years some licks which are focusing on specific situations in legato playing. And I want to show you those licks here on YouTube. So let's start with the first one. Okay, let's play the first descending run really slow. Well, the pattern here, which continues through the first part, is really simple. It's just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are moving this pattern through the scale. So we are starting on the third of the G sharp, the B, and it's the seventh string or seventh fret of the E string. Please keep in mind I have a 7th string. This is not my E string, this is my E string. Okay. Then we are shifting our hand in the position to the 9th fret of the A string, the F sharp. After that we are going a bit more further to the 11th fret on the D string, the C sharp. And after that, 13th fret on the G string, and it's the G sharp, our root. 16th fret on the B string, and that was the run. Okay, let's discuss a bit about the fingering and the picking, because there's a lot of legato play going on, but I also pick some notes. Which notes I am picking? Every time when I change a string. Sorry. Okay, this is the only time where I pick. Of course you can try to play it with hammer-ons from nowhere, like Greg Howe maybe would do it. But I'm still not a master in this, so I have to pick every note. And every note when I change the string. Okay, and the fingering. For every stretchy position, I use index, middle, and little finger. But you can also use the ring finger instead of the middle finger. So like this. If you are more comfortable with that. But for me, the middle finger is just fine. Okay. And here, when we are on the C sharp, the 11th fret on the D string, I still will be in this stretchy position because I'm playing the index, the middle, and the ring finger. So this is a bit more fluently when we are going to the next string. You can also do it with the index, the ring, and the little finger. But this contains a bit more movement, so for me it's a bit more difficult. For me it's easier to play it this way. Okay, so that was the first part, really slow. Let's move on to the next part. Okay, the next thing is something that I call a heptatonic sweep arpeggio. I've done a lesson on that topic too, you can check it out if you want, but first let's check out this heptatonic sweep arpeggio. It's in the Mixolydian form and it goes like this. Okay, let's look at this in frets. We are starting on the 18th fret on the E string, pull off to the 14th fret, 16th fret on the B string, 16th on the G string, 18th on the D string, pull off to the 14th fret on the D string, 16th on the A string, and 18th fret on the E string. And then we are going to the next part. Okay, but first let's play this lick again slow, this part of the lick. Okay, maybe in combination with the other part. Okay, let's move on to the last part of the lick. Okay, the last part of the lick is a descending pattern, which we are only playing on the A and on the D string. By the way, in the first part of the pick I meant an ascending pattern, not a descending pattern. Sorry for that. Okay, let's take a look at this last part. First, really, really slow, again. Okay, and the pattern is quite simple, as like in the first part. And then the next pattern, in the next shape. Again. And this continues through the complete scale on the A and on the D string. Okay, now I want to give you some useful advices, some useful tips to develop a good legato technique. The goal here is not to play this lick as fast as possible. Of course it's cool when you can play the lick like... or you can play it that fast like I just did. The main goal here is to have control about your legato playing. Is to have your control about articulation, about timing, about phrasing, about those kind of things. And to develop that control, I have some exercises for you can use with that lick. For example, the lick contains 60 notes. But let's try to play this lick not in 60 notes, but more in triplets. What about that? So the lick is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But let's play it in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You see, it's not that easy. Why? Because the articulation is shifting. In the 16-note pattern we have a clear articulation, a clear 1, a clear 2, a clear beat. But now it's shifting because we have a 3-note subdivision over a 4-note pattern. But we can play with those subdivisions. Like, for example, a good exercise is to combine 16-note and triplets, like mixing it up. Every measure we are moving from 16-note pattern to a triple-note pattern, or from a triplet pattern to a 16-note pattern. Let's try this. This is really, really cool and really, really good to develop a good timing and a good articulation. Another useful tip is to play it as slow as possible. Bullet time slow. Really, really slow. So you can focus on your positions where your fingers are landing. It's really, really important that on the hammer-ons, your fingers always lands on the same spot on the fret. If you notice that your fingers are moving and you don't have the control where they are landing, then you should focus on that a little bit, because when you're playing it fast and you want to play it fluid and you want to have control about your phrasing, this is really important. So play it really slow, like. And and so on. For more tips and for more good legato licks, I'm not just recommending my videos that are coming in the future, but I really highly recommend to you all the stuff from players like Tom Quayle, the JTC program and legato playing from Luca Mantovonelli, and the Daryl Gable videos and so on, because I'm a quite unexperienced legato player. As I said in the intro, I'm more of a picking guy, but the videos from those guys really helped me to develop my legato playing, and I want to share with you only my licks that I've created, which are focusing on some of my problems that I have had or still have. So yeah, check out those guys. Check out their lessons and their videos and their DVDs. I highly recommend that. So much for this legato lick. Please tune in next time when I show the other legato licks, and feel free to hit the like button if you liked the video, which I hope you did, and feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button next to the subscribe button to always stay informed when I will upload some new videos. Also feel free to check out my Facebook page. Just search for Justin Hombach or Justin Hombach or Justin Hombach, like some people would say it. And yeah, thank you for watching. Until next time.